Good evening to one and all. Today we will be discussing about tips to improve biology. How we shall improve our bioscience and what are the ways to improve the bioscience. So first of all, we will be focusing over here on 4 tips today. These are spelling, concept, learning and processing. So many of the students in day-to-day's life, they are complaining that the subject is tough. Bioscience is a tough subject. Why they are complaining? First of all, they are having an idea that the terms, whatever the terms we are finding in bio is very much difficult to understand. So today these tips will be helping those students, those who are finding the subject a very much difficult one to deal with. And one thing is sure, it's a marks obtaining subject always. Bio is a marks obtaining subject. So the main thing is that when it will give marks to you, or when you will improve your knowledges, when you will follow these 4 tips, automatically if the knowledge is improved, then marks will also improve. So first of all, we need to go after the knowledge. We should not go after the marks. We need to go after the knowledge first. Once our knowledge is clear in bioscience, then no one can hold us to gain a very good marks in the particular subject. So one by one we will be seeing. But before that, let me clear you one thing. Whenever you are having any kind of problem in the subject, please try to see the video and as well as try to find that where you are lacking. You have to do it by your own, because no one will come to help you. No one can understand what is your weakness. Your weakness must be determined and found by you. You have to find your own weakness. Now, with this note, we'll be starting the today's video. So first of all, spelling. What happens? People are finding the spelling in bio is very difficult. For example, I have written one example over here. Some people are writing ovary and some people are writing ovary like this. So of course the first one is correct. What happens is, due to examination pressure or due to any kind of psychological pressure, the students, when they are appearing for the exam, they are too much nervous that they are committing some spelling mistakes. But these spelling mistakes are not at all acceptable. Anywhere these spelling mistakes are not at all acceptable. Why? Because the spelling itself, if at all it is wrong, then it will give the sense of meaning completely wrong. Completely wrong sense of meaning it will be giving. Just you see, ovary, of course a female reproductive organ's part. And now you are writing ovary. Just break it. Very means too much. So automatically there is no sequence and students will be losing their marks. Now, what is the way to improve it? First of all, whatever you are pronunciating, try to pronunciate it in a very proper manner. If at all you are saying ovary, of course ovary you are saying. You are not saying ovary or ovary. You are not saying it, correct? So try to pronunciate it properly. The moment you are pronunciating any of the spellings in a proper manner, then automatically the 90% of the spelling mistake won't be conducted. Of course, for example, I am telling, there is one word in biology known as parturition. Parturition, I am writing it over here. P-A-R-T-U-R-I-T-I-O-N. Parturition. Parturition means birth of a baby. That is known as parturition. Now, if at all I am pronouncing it as parturition, then very nicely I am writing its name. And most probably what happens, automatically I will get the spelling correct. So basically what I am trying to say here, try to pronunciate the things very much properly. Because once you are pronunciating the things very much properly, then definitely one thing is sure, that you will not commit any further mistakes. And 90% of the spelling mistake is happening due to pronunciation. So once the pronunciation is clear, your spelling mistake will be reduced. And after that also, after having a correct pronunciation also, you are facing some spelling mistakes problem, then please, you can do one thing. Just in a rough copy or in a rough page, try to start practicing writing the spellings. At least 5 new spellings per day you start to write with correct pronunciation of it. with correct pronunciation of it, at least 5 such spellings you start to write. The moment you will start to write these 5 correct spellings along with a good pronunciation, you can find that within a month your whole problem will be reduced for spelling mistakes. So this is what happens. Now, next one is concept. To understand the things properly. What is concept? Many of the students, they are trying to just look at the things and they are thinking that we are knowing everything. Here the things are happening in a deliberate way. Because of the age also, teenage peoples, they are thinking that of course we are reading it so we can write it. No. First of all, try to go for the concept. Concept means once you will read a particular thing 3 or 4 times, then surely or certainly something you will understand for that thing. Something definitely you'll be understanding it. And try to go for it more and more times. Read it more and more times. And try to implement it practically also. Think it practically. If you can't implement it practically, think it practically. Then automatically that concept you will be getting. Now, one of the more thing how to have a very nice concept is just read the thing and match it with the diagram given alongside. Match each and every level of the diagram while you read each and every line. Then automatically that concept will be very much clear to you. That concept will be very much clear to you. And once your concept is clear, then you can write it in your own language. And once you are writing it in your own language, means you are knowing the thing. Then you will not get any deduction of marks. You will not get any deduction of marks and your knowledge will be very much proper. The best way to have a proper knowledge in biology is to get a proper concept. If the concept is very much clear about a certain process, let's say I'm talking about the process of fertilization. What happens? The sperm will reach till the fallopian tube. There it will fertilize the ovum. The ovum, after getting fertilized, slowly will come to the uterus. There it will dig up it and there it will be stabilized, and after 9 months the baby will be delivered. This is the concept. So from initiation, if the concept is clear, means you are understanding the thing. Yes, what happens first? The sperm reaches the fallopian tube, fertilizes the ovum. The fertilized ovum came to the uterus, and then what happens? The uterus will dig up it, and of course the baby will be born after 9 months. So this is the concept. Concept, if at all it is clear, then there will be no problem. So from initiation, if the base is clear, if the concept is clear, there will be no problem for you to go further. That is what concept is important in any process. In any process you are learning, in biology, in any process you are learning or you are reading, please go through the concept first. If the concept is understood, then 90% of the battle is won there itself. No need to ponder about anything. Because you are knowing, you can write it in your own language now. This is the importance of the concept. Now, next is learning. I have written here to learn it, to do it. Now, here don't think learning means mugging up. Now, what is this mugging up? In Hindi I am saying here रटना. अगर हम रटते हैं चीज को तो हम नहीं समझ पाएंगे बढ़िया से. We cannot understand the things properly. The best thing is that we should not mug up the things. We should learn it. So learning the things and mugging up is having a huge difference. What is learning? When you are reading the things and writing it in a copy. You are reading the things and you are writing it in a copy. That is known as learning. And moment you will find that I am just learning the things and just I will memorize it and I will write it, then it will be till your examinations are conducted. Really I am saying. Now if the examinations are conducted and you have the same question came and you are writing the same thing, after the examination sure you will forget the things. Why? Because you have memorized it. To learn it, to do it means first try to learn. Let's say you are learning about prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. So you have learned the whole karyokinesis part, division of nucleus. After karyokinesis, what happens? The cytokinesis part comes. Now, if a student is just memorizing the things, that student will be surely confused in what is karyokinesis and what is cytokinesis. That student may write cytokinesis as karyokinesis and karyokinesis as cytokinesis as a part of confusion for that particular student. If the student is trying to memorize the things. Now, if that same student is trying to learning it and then trying to memorizing it, surely that student will be getting a very good marks and that student will be a successful one. Why? Clear indications, because that student first tried to learn the things. After that spelling and concept, that student tried to learn the things. Why? Because once the concept is clear, the student will go for learning. Okay, that is karyokinesis. Under karyokinesis, what happens? PMAT is taking place. What is PMAT? Prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. And after that, cytokinesis is there. So cytokinesis is not a part of karyokinesis. That student has learned that thing. Then automatically, that student will never make any kind of mistakes. That student will never make any kind of mistake. Whatsoever the question comes and howsoever the question has been asked to the student. So I guess this part is also clear. Next one, processing. To perform the things in a perfection manner. Yes. After spelling mistake completed. Okay, spelling mistake. I have reduced my spelling mistake. Now I am knowing the spelling. I am having the confidence that I will never make any mistakes in spelling. Next is concept. Okay, I read the things, my concept got clear, I practiced the thing, I tried to write it in my own language and my concept is okay. Learning. I learned the things rather than to memorize and to mug it up. I learned the things, I learned the process of the things, I tried to write it in my own language, fine. If this three is clear, automatically the processing part will be also cleared. How? Because processing means whatever you have done in your within your self-confidence, that is the spelling, that is the concept and learning, whatever you have done with your self-confidence, that thing will be implemented in processing. Means whenever you are taking a test, whenever you are writing your exams, whenever you are trying to explain the things, whatever you have learned to others, that is known as processing. If at all you have learned the things properly, you are spelling it out, your spelling is also correct, no problem. You are spelling it out is very nicely. Your spelling is okay, and there is no problem with your spelling. Your concept is proper, your learning is proper. Then the processing also automatically it will become proper. Because your processing means how you are taking the test, how you are writing for your competitive exams, how you are writing the normal exams, school exams, college exams, how you are explaining the process to your friends who are asking to you. Now, if this thing is clear to you, then you will never face any problem. You will never face any problem. If this thing is clear to you, believe me, you will be never facing any problem. Automatically, the processing will be proper. To perform the things in a perfection manner. What is this perfection manner? So if concept is okay, learning part is also very nicely arranged, then 100% one thing is sure for you, that whenever you will go for a test or you are explaining the things to your friends, then automatically you will do it in such a perfection manner that people will think that yes, people will understand that yes, and people will think that yes, this person is knowing something about the topic. This particular fellow is knowing something about the topic. So that is the reason why I am saying, please follow these 4 steps. That is spelling, concept, learning, processing. Try to spell it out the things in a very proper manner, means in a proper pronunciation, in a proper pronunciating way. Try to have a good concept. If not, take the help of the teachers, no problem at all. Approach the teachers, try to have a proper concept in it. Learn the things properly rather than mugging up and memorizing the things. Learning and memorizing is different. Learning and mugging up is different. Memorizing means I am continuously reading one thing and I am trying to fill it in my memory. That will go for only a certain period of time. But if at all you are learning the things by practicing it in a sheet of paper again and again, believe me, you will be very much master in those particular topics. You will be a master in such kind of topics. So that is the reason why. So please go through these 4 steps properly, and if any problem, you can straight away ask. And after following this 4 process, you will never face any problem, especially in biology as a subject for you. And you will be starting loving this subject, you'll be starting to like this subject, and believe me, you will get good knowledge and you'll get good marks in the subject. I hope you can understand through this video.